Hi, I'm Massachusetts Attorney General Martha Coakley. You know, a lot of young people ask us what kind of job opportunities are available here at the Attorney General's office. Although we certainly hire and use a lot of lawyers here, we also rely upon many people who have not gone to law school and who work here as paralegals or in other capacities. We employ criminal and labor investigators. We hire mediators who work with consumers trying to work through scams or fraud. We employ computer specialists who work with our cybercrime division to make sure that kids are safe online and that we go after online fraud. We also rely upon people with financial and human relations skills to help us do our job every single day on behalf of the Commonwealth and the people of the Commonwealth.
My name is Fatima Berton. I'm an Advocate Outreach Coordinator, Executive Bureau, the Victim Compensation Division.
My name is Quentin Dale, Chief of Investigations in the Public Protection and Advocacy Bureau. We offer investigative support to all the cases being litigated in the Bureau.
My name is Julie Collins. I'm a Senior Paralegal in the Administrative Law Division. I have worked in the office for a little over 10 years.
My name is Ben Zajcik. I'm a paralegal in the IUFD, which is the Insurance and Unemployment Fraud Division. I've been here for approximately a year and a half.
My name is Karis Otilia Ford. My position is Contract Coordinator, and I work in the Budget Department in the Executive Bureau of the Office of the Attorney General.
The job changes daily. The cases are somewhat the same, but the players are different, and there's always a little bit of a new wrinkle to the case.
I have a great role because I do advocacy for victims of violent crimes, the claimants who apply, and also I do outreach in sense of promoting victim compensation and providing the information, trainings, presentations, video training presentations.
When I was hired to assist the contract manager of the budget department, which meant that I dealt with all of the contracts when they came into the office and reread all the contracts, make sure all the paperwork was included in the contract package before I gave the contracts to the contract manager to execute.
I came here from the Civil Service Commission, and I started in the Administrative Law Division as a paralegal. Within a couple of years, I was named Senior Paralegal.
In the Insurance and Unemployment Fraud Division, we have a few investigators and several attorneys, and we work at investigating and prosecuting all sorts of fraud against insurers, automotive insurers, medical.
Another aspect of my job is that it provides me the opportunity to meet new people, interact with community representatives or representatives from the various community organizations, and also a great opportunity to network about the office and the program, the work that we do here.
In the office, my job duties include anything from the case management of particular cases to assisting with trial preparation and the drafting of legal briefs or memoranda.
Our priority has been on the housing market and the predatory lending aspects, and also advancing the technology of the office and integrating it into the day-to-day functions.
It's constantly challenging. That's what I truly enjoy about the office.
Even though we have our individual duties that we deal with, we still have to deal with each other as a team because there might be something that me or the purchasing coordinator or anyone else in the department needs from another person, and we're more than willing to get that information for the other person. So I think as in any other department, we work as a team as well.
There's a strong team concept in this office. Everyone has their own cases, but at the same time, people work with each other. If someone's tight in a deadline, everyone will chip in and make sure that work gets done. The
cases are all built in a team format, meaning there are two attorneys. One's the lead attorney on the case, and there's the support staff of paralegals and administrative assistants, and then there's the investigative team. This is a part of that case, and it's a collaborative effort to move the case to its final disposition.
It's a great environment. It's very team-oriented. We're all very supportive of each other in our roles. Cross-training is greatly encouraged, and we do. We all wear multiple hats. At any given day, we could all switch roles, and that's a wonderful thing.
I am involved with the diversity committee of the Attorney General's office, and we actually have different subcommittees within the diversity committee, and I'm involved with the community service committee of the diversity committee, which means that we do different community service events that the Attorney General's staff can participate in.
The atmosphere of the office is very hardworking, intellectual, as well as very humorous at times. Everybody keeps a sense of humor.
I came here with little experience in law, and I've learned so much from the investigators and lawyers here in law and criminal justice, and they've been very helpful throughout the whole thing. They're very experienced lawyers, and I couldn't ask to work with a better group of people. It's
a great culture to walk into every day and come into contact with so many different people from so many different kinds of backgrounds that are serving one common goal.
I really enjoy working with the attorneys. I have learned so much from them over the years. It's amazing, and they have all been so willing to teach me, you know, what they know.
Had been considering going to law school, but just wasn't sure I was ready for it, and wanted some work experience before, so, you know, particularly in a law environment. So I really couldn't have asked for a better job than this, and since working here, I've become more informed about what it is to work in an environment like this, and I feel like I'm ready to decide what I'm going to do career-wise.
At the end of the day, when I go home, I feel most joy about my job because I feel it's an opportunity to assist those individuals who cannot assist themselves at traumatic times in their lives.
I have considered myself so lucky to work with the people that I work with. They are so smart and so humble, and just it sounds kind of corny, but a joy to work with every day.
At the end of the day, I feel that this office and our unit in particular is having an effect on the quality of life for everyone in the Commonwealth. We really are making a dent every day and improving and making sure that everyone has a fair opportunity to flourish in the Commonwealth. And that's important to me, equal rights.
I guess one of the good things is, aside from just getting the experience of working here and working with some knowledgeable, good people, is that I feel like I'm on doing a public good, and that we're on the right side of the law here. And you know, it really feels good coming home at the end of the day and knowing you're working for the Commonwealth on behalf of citizens.
I would say it's the greatest opportunity that you could ever have, whether you stay for 2 years or 10. I do actually, whenever someone is looking for a job, I say, well, why don't you look at the office, you know, take a look at the website, see what's available. I have loved working here. I wouldn't trade it for anything.
I hope that you will consider a job here with us at the Attorney General's office. Thanks for your time, and I wish you well with your studies and your career search.